Rolling Stone Country ranked her at the top of their list for new country artists you need to know. But Jillian Cardarelli isn't stopping there. What's next for the rising musician? Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
What's up, AfterBuzzers, and welcome to another mini spotlight where we shine a light on all the rising stars in music, TV, and film. I'm your host, Morgan Willett. You can catch up with me on Twitter at Morgan_Willett, but I have way more exciting things to talk about. I have Jillian here with us. Jillian, how's it going?
So good. Thank you guys for having me.
Of course. Okay, well, everyone's all over social media. Where can they keep up with you?
Instagram at Jillian Cardarelli and Twitter at JM Cardarelli.
Which one do you use more?
Really big into Instagram.
Aren't we all? The new fonts on there are fantastic.
The stories, everything.
I could talk about that all day long, but we're not going to. You just made a really exciting announcement today. Tell us a little bit more about that.
So the music video for my single Souvenirs is premiering on CMT March 20th. So
Okay.
I'm so excited.
March 20th on CMT. That's not just any casual thing. How excited are you about that?
I'm thrilled. I mean, I remember watching CMT when I was a little girl, like seeing Shania Twain's That Don't Impress Me Much video. So it's just an amazing feeling to be on that network and honored.
That's so exciting. Well, tell us a little bit about this video, the song Souvenirs. Is it about romance, I'm assuming?
It's like a sassy, fun take on a breakup. So
I love it.
Like this kind of about taking little souvenirs from your ex and like a sweatshirt, a hat, and I won't give too much away about the video, but it's kind of like a sassy, fun play on a breakup.
I love it. Girl power.
Yes.
Were you inspired by your own breakups in the past, or is this just kind of for all the girls out there?
This is kind of for all the girls out there, that not specifically about an experience that I've had, but I think everybody can relate to the message of the song. So
I love it. It's, you know, like Taylor Swift always has like her girl power songs that they love. I feel like you're going to be the new Taylor Swift.
I love it. Thank you.
But okay, so speaking on the Taylor Swift note, she went from country and now she's a little bit more pop. Do you see yourself maybe transitioning? Or are you pretty stuck on country?
I'm pretty stuck on country. I've grown up listening to it my whole life, but I'll never say never. You know, I think maybe down the road, maybe, but I'm a country girl at heart. So. Yeah. All
right. Well, I read online that you almost considered maybe doing pop that route, but you were inspired by your grandfather. Is that right?
Yes, my grandfather. He listened to old George Strait, Johnny Cash. I kind of grew up on that old school country, and country music, the lyrics just tell such a story, and I really connect with that.
That's amazing. Okay, I have to ask, I'm a huge George Strait fan.
Yes.
King George all the way. What's your favorite George Strait song?
Run.
I love that one. Funny enough, my parents' first dance was Amarillo by Morning.
No way.
Which is not romantic in the least bit. It's about a bull rider, but we love George Strait.
Yes.
Okay, I'm so happy you're a fan of that.
He's the king.
He is the king. So you now are living in Nashville.
I am.
When did you move there? I know you're from Boston.
From Boston originally. I moved there about 4.5 years ago.
Amazing. What was the biggest kind of change from being a Boston girl to being in Nashville, the country music heart?
Well, the weather, first of all, because we get like 2 inches of snow in Nashville, and in Boston we get 4 to 5 feet sometimes. Crazy. So the weather and just the creative community in Nashville is really something special, that everyone's kind of inspired and creative every day. So it's good energy to be around.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, that sounds... I feel like you can go into any coffee shop and hear a fantastic song.
Oh yes, everywhere. Every street corner, there's always amazing music, so it's perfect.
Do you perform a lot in Nashville?
I do. I do a lot of writers' nights, like the Listening Room Cafe and stuff like that.
Awesome. I'm going to have to make a trip out there and hear you sing.
Yes.
But so exciting. Rolling Stone Country named you one of the top new country artists to watch. How excited were you when you found out you were on that list?
In awe, really, because it's Rolling Stone. It's something I've always kind of kept up with and would read, and to see my name on that was amazing.
So I'm assuming you have a lot of fans and girls who look up to you. Have you had a lot of positive feedback from your people hearing your music?
Yes. My first video, Rerun, on CMT was actually fan voted to #1. So that was really amazing to have that kind of response from fans.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of behind the song and really into it. So it's It was pretty special.
I can only imagine what it's like having fans. I really don't have any, but do you have any crazy stories? Has anyone like sent you flowers, or I'm sure you get DMs all the time.
The Instagram DMs are interesting, I will say. Get some funny messages in there, but I have gotten flowers randomly at shows and stuff like that, so nothing too wild yet.
Okay, well, you still have time.
Yes.
You still have a lot of time. Well, I also know that you did some national anthems at some huge places, like for the Boston Bruins, the Boston Celtics. How is it performing the national anthem? I would be so nervous.
Well, it's such a big honor to sing that song for our country, but I will say it's like the most nervous I'll get for any performance, because I'm like, oh, what if I forget the words?
That would
like,
be my biggest fear. It's like, that is the one song everyone knows.
Exactly.
Have you ever had a moment where like you're like, have you ever slipped up on the national anthem?
Knock on wood. Like, not yet. I kind of just repeat the lyrics in my head like 50 times before I go out there, and then afterwards I'm like, did I mess that up? Did I mess that up? No, we're good. Yeah.
Well, okay, I have to ask, I know Fergie just did her national anthem, and as somebody, you perform it, what did you think of her rendition of the national anthem?
It was a little bit different than I would have done it. I prefer the more traditional kind of standard anthem. I think that's the way I would have done it. So.
Okay, good to know. You won't be doing any Fergie renditions anytime soon.
No.
What else is up for you? I know you have a show tomorrow in LA.
Yes, at Hotel Cafe. So excited about that. It's my first time playing out here, so
awesome.
Super pumped, and I'm back in the studio this month recording some new music. So got new stuff coming down.
Will we see any new songs coming out soon?
I think so. Hopefully next month we'll have some new stuff out and for everybody to hear. So.
Well, when you're writing songs, I'm, as somebody who knows nothing about music, can only imagine how hard it is to write a song. What is your biggest inspiration behind the music?
I would say real life experiences of myself or my friends. I think that's how the best songs come to life, when people can relate to it. Anybody can relate to it and kind of create their own experience from a song.
Yeah. Well, your first song, Rerun, that was the very first single you had.
Yes.
What was the inspiration behind that song?
That song is actually written by Maren Morris. So I didn't write
Oh my God, I love her!
Yes, me too. So I heard the demo of that. A friend of mine in the industry sent me the demo, and I immediately fell in love with it because of like the nostalgic lyrics.
Yes.
Like, I'm kind of an old soul, so I feel like that song really captured who I am as an artist, and so that's the story behind that.
Oh my gosh, I'm so starstruck. If I would have heard her name, I would be like, so I don't care what it is, I will sing it.
Yeah, no, she's amazing.
So did you get a talk with her after singing that song? Or
I actually did. I spoke to her, and she's like, I love your version of it. And for her to say that was really sweet and special. She's so talented.
She's amazing. Well, one last question before we wrap up. You've shared the stage with some huge names. Willie Nelson, Reba, Dierks Bentley. Who has been your all-time favorite person to share stage with?
That's such a hard
I know.
question.
There's so many good ones.
They're all so special, and I just love absorbing, like watching them on stage and kind of learning from them. But one that sticks out in my mind would probably be Dierks Bentley. Like after the show, he invited me on his bus, and he's like, I want to listen to all your music, and took the time to kind of just give me some advice, and was so just kind and hospitable. Thank you guys for all of your support, and
amazing. Well, one last time, where can they catch up with you?
Jillian Cardarelli on Instagram.
There you go, guys. Send her some DMs. Don't make it weird. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into a mini spotlight. I'm your host, Morgan Willett. Once again, catch up with me on Twitter at Morgan_Willett. And don't miss Jillian's new music video, Souvenirs, that shows on CMT next Tuesday?
Yes,
next Tuesday.
20th.
Don't miss it. Thanks, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.